football season again here in China, and everyone is getting caught up in the atmosphere as the English Premier League comes to a climax.
No, Stuart, remember this one's about Chinese football.
What?
Yes, Chinese football.
So the Chinese Super League, China's top domestic soccer league, kicked off at the start of this season, and I've been assured that this season's going to be different. It is going to be different, right?
Yes, it'll be different.
How? Yes, a host of Chinese teams, which I've honestly never heard of, have bought a load of players which I definitely have heard of, with the understanding that they will help boost the standard of football here in China. With the belief that big foreign name players will not only increase the amount of people watching the product, but also increase the level of skills on the pitch. Although, let's forget about the fact that something like this was tried a few years ago when big name players like Drogba and Anelka were brought for large sums of money, but ultimately had little impact on the league, apart from the fact that they themselves made quite a lot of money. And let's definitely not mention the fact that the CSL appointed David Beckham as a brand ambassador a few years ago, which ultimately had very little impact on the league, apart from the fact that he himself made quite a bit of money from endorsements when he came to visit. Anyway, this year Chinese clubs have spent so much that their combined spending eclipsed that of English Premier League clubs. For instance, let's look at the Argentinian footballer Ezequiel Lavezzi. Lavezzi, a member of the Argentinian national side and the same age as me, and annoyingly, used to play for the French side Paris Saint-Germain. But starting this year, he now plays for Hebei China Fortune. Who? But the question is, why? Well, it's probably a mixture of things. Lavezzi is almost certainly a well-versed student of ancient Chinese culture and history. He's probably a keen admirer of China's beautiful scenery. And one would imagine he loves Chinese food. It probably also helps that he gets paid a reported 2 million RMB a week, which amounts to more than 300,000 US dollars a week. What? Yes, that is a lot of money, and it reportedly makes him the 5th highest paid football player in the world. And there are many other similar stories from teams throughout the Chinese Super League. But this round of purchases is a bit different from those that took place in 2012, that period of time which we said we wouldn't mention. In fact, we're going to forget it, because a lot of the players are actually in their peak ages, although it is difficult to explain the case of someone like Nikita Jelavic, who again is annoyingly the same age as me. Are you choosing these on purpose to make me feel bad?
No, get on with it.
Alright, anyway, this time last year, Nikita Jelavic was playing for West Ham United, a well-established and well-supported team in the English Premier League. However, after being purchased for 40 million RMB, he's now playing for Beijing Renhe, a team in the second tier of the Chinese domestic league. That's not even the Chinese Super League. It's one league down. Why would someone go from the pinnacle of excellence in the English Premier League to the second tier of a Chinese domestic league? Can't work it out. It makes no professional sense. No professional reasoning as to why that would happen. Why would somebody do that? Makes no rhyme or reason. I just can't work it out. You can see I'm having trouble working it out. There's absolutely no reason at all.
The cash.
Ah, the cash. Keep forgetting about the bloody cash. But this is all part of a bigger plan to develop Chinese football and for China to one day host a FIFA World Cup. Now, not only are the clubs doing their part by spending obscene amounts of money on players the same age as me, I'm not bitter, but there are grassroots schemes also in place, and across the country the formation of soccer schools are taking shape, which may or may not produce players as good as me. Or even better. But